All right, welcome back to another episode of 161st and River. And it's been a bit since I've been on with you guys, and that's because, as you guys might know by now, I've joined the Concrete City Sports pages. So I've been doing a lot of work for them and still doing work with Last Word on Sports and Diamond Centric, and it's been a little hectic. But since we last spoke, spring training is fully underway. And the Yankees right now, as we sit here on March 4th, it's spring. So you don't take a ton from this, but it's spring. Your New York Yankees are 9-2 in their 11 spring training games. That does not count the exhibition game they played against Team Panama. As I'm watching Team USA in the corner lose to the Colorado Rockies right now, and it's only the fourth inning. And wanted to come on and talk. So today, the Yankees actually looked confident from first pitch, second pitch of the game, up until the end against the Boston Red Sox. And the Red Sox, it was an actual pitching matchup today. I think this is the first time in spring the Yankees had a legit pitching matchup where they were starting Garrett Crochet and we were starting Luis Heel. And actually, Luis Heel outdueled Garrett Crochet, and Heel didn't look, phenomenal. Now, he struck out 6 in 2 and 2/3 innings, or 3 and 2/3. He got, I forget how many pitches. Let's see. I'm clicking on his name now. I mean, he looked okay. His velocity, he touched 97 today for the first time this season. His stuff is a work in progress, but he's always owned the Red Sox. That's just been his thing. He pitched 3 full innings and he struck out 6. That's what it was. He wasn't one of the ones that was pulled. Okay, so he pitched 3 full innings and he struck out 6. And he looked pretty good. He walked 2. He gave him 2 hits. Okay, I mean, he walked IKF up 0-2 and walked him. That I don't like. In that at-bat, because I did go back up on the app and looked, there were some calls in that at-bat that the Yankees had already lost their first challenge on a high pitch to Dominguez, which, albeit it looked high. I just realized I have the CCS thing. It looked high. So I get challenging it. As stupid as it probably was, I like challenging that pitch. They just need a better feel for the strike zone. And you saw it with Jones and Dominguez, and they both challenged and lost. And that was really it. And they could have used those challenges later in the game or have the freedom. Like, there were some close pitches in that IKF at bat. Oh, wait, no, it wasn't the IKF at bat. It was the next at bat. That was like, okay. He walked him. It was a full count walk. Then you had Jake Berg come in. Yuri De Los Santos looked good. Bradley Hanner didn't give up a run today. His ERA is still 15. Carson Coleman got a lot of help from Braden Shoemake, who played shortstop today. I got to get it up here for you guys. He made a play that was phenomenal. Let me get it up. He made a phenomenal play today at shortstop that probably might have saved the game. I mean, it was a double play. You never know if the next guy comes up and hits a 3-run bomb. I mean, it was a play that you hope that guys, and Shoemake's not going to make the team. But this is a spring training game. It's Yankees versus Boston. We heard earlier in the broadcast that Marcelo Mayer pretty much said, well, didn't pretty much said, Marcelo Mayer said earlier in the broadcast that today was a little bit more important because it was a Yankee Red Sox, and even though it's a spring training game, like the Red Sox clearly cared, and we knew this, and we saw a lot of this last year, where the Red Sox cared a lot in games where the two sides would play. That sometimes the Yankees might have been a little bit more of like, okay, loosey goosey. If we win, great. If not, oh shucks. Like that used to be a thing last year. This year, I haven't felt that much, which I guess is pretty good. Oh wait, this is how I do it. I'm struggling to figure out how to add a video file.
I'm like, man, what did I do to myself?
Here.
Yeah. Little broken back blooper, diving catch out there at shortstop. And double play to end that.
Oh, shoot.
Now, I will say this. Watching that ESPN broadcast today was like watching NESN. And for those who don't know, NESN is New England Sports Network. It's where they play their games, like their Yes Network. That was what it felt like for me, at least, watching that game today, which I don't appreciate because they should try not to be as biased as they were. They were very, very biased today over on NESN. I mean on ESPN. It was like I wanted to tweet out during the Rice at bat. Rice homered, and I tweeted out like Rice interrupting Boston's little thing. I wanted to tweet out Ben Rice hitting a home run to interrupt the circle jerk of the Red Sox. Because down from Carl Ravish to Eduardo Perez, oh my God, it was every 5 seconds today. Oh, the Red Sox, they're going to be good at this. Oh, the Contreras trade, that's good with this. Sonny Gray, he's going to anchor that rotation. Sonny Gray stinks, okay? Sonny Gray was horrible at St. Louis. He's been horrible for a long time. He's not going to be good for them, especially in that ballpark, which yields home runs, which was his problem in Yankee Stadium. Obviously, Garrett Crochet did not look good today. I mean, I get he retired everyone except Lombard pretty much all day until the second inning where he came back. He didn't look right. Even some of the balls that were hit that for outs were hit well. He didn't look like Garrett Crochet. He looked like it's a long foul ball. He looked off. Luis Gil's command was off, and that happens with him, and I don't love it. And it's why I hesitate with him a little bit. The fact that his velocity was touching 97 and he was getting guys out with great regularity today is a good thing. He's always had the Red Sox number in his career. I don't know why. He just has always has had Boston's number. So there's a great app called Pitcherless Stats. Not app, I should say. They might have a site. Pitcher lists. Let me follow him. If there's a subscription, I'm gonna get it to be able to download this stuff. I'll find it after this. Anyways, there's a pitcher list thing that they tweet out, like a graphic. So they tweeted out that his start overall was a C+. His stuff was a D+ today. Obviously, it's you can't really go too strong on this because it's spring training, so he didn't have like a lot of innings. He looked better against left-handed hitters, which is good. His pitches were up. Well, his fastball was up. His slider and changeup were both down velocity-wise, and that's something we need to watch. But the fastball velocity did hit. Nice job, Bregman. Team USA. USA. For those who don't know, I said it last night on the CCS podcast. I'm going to have full coverage of the WBC on my social medias. Any of those accounts that you guys see at the bottom, please follow me there. I have to look at these new MacBooks. Follow me on those accounts, please. So Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna have full WPC coverage, kind of like I do for Yankee stuff, tomorrow, and we'll go from there. I'm excited. I think the WBC is going to be good. I want US to win, obviously. I can actually root for Alex Bregman. He's no longer on the hated Astros, no longer on the rival Red Sox. I actually, and I've said this, if I had a second team, it would be the Cubs. I have family in Chicago. They're not Cubs fans. They're Yankee fans. I mean, Yankee and White Sox fans. But I've always thought the Cubs are just another historical franchise, and they also like losing, like the Yankees seem to. But the Yankees have been fantastic this spring. And this is the thing with running it back, where everyone was pissed all offseason, myself included, that they can't just run it back. This is a long, drawing offseason. It's pathetic, blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? The Yankees ran it back this offseason because Aaron Boone knew that these guys in the clubhouse last year listened and they wanted to do well. And he thinks, and we'll see if he's right or wrong, and this could be his job. Like, if he's right, he's going to be revered. If he's wrong, he's not going to have a job, most likely. I mean, we'll see. But they might let this contract run out and let him into the next season we play as a lame duck. So we'll see. He's got 1 year left after this season on that contract. If he goes, he's either going to A, get fired, or B, he's going as a lame duck. And if anything happens during the season where they don't win, it's automatically going to be he's the fall guy, which is not how it should go. But that's how it's going to go. I also think that the Yankees have a better chance of winning a championship this year than last. And the reason I think that is because the bench coming in is better than it was last year. We're not breaking camp with Yorba Vivas or Oswald Peraza has to be on this team. You have so much depth at AAA in both the starting rotation and the bullpen, which is part of the reason I picked this team to win the division. My column's up on Last Word on Sports. I'm currently working on the AL Central. I started that story this morning. That'll go up at some point tomorrow. But I'm doing the division breakdowns, how I see them breaking down. I have the Yankees winning the East. And I have them winning the East because I think that the Yankees are just a good team. I think they're going to be very good. I think Toronto's going to regress to an extent. I think they'll be good, but I think they'll regress. I don't think Boston's as good as people think they are. I think that their pitching is probably very solid. The rest of it we'll see. And they've struggled a bit in spring. They're a game over 5. The Blue Jays have been hard this spring. I think they've won 2 games, 3 games. And then when we beat the Blue Jays, I did like my final post and got killed for it. And like Toronto fans were like, it's just spring training and it wasn't the real lineup. I'm like, who said it wasn't the real lineup? I'm pointing out the fact that the Yankees won. Don't bitch. And then I was like, and Bo Bichette's not walking back through the door. And they're like, well, we beat the Yankees without Bo Bichette. I'm like, you wouldn't have gotten to the postseason without Bo Bichette, all right? He hit like 300 in the regular season. They would not have won as many games as they did last year without Bo Bichette, and the Yankees would have won the division if Bo Bichette was a Met last year. So let's be real here. And Toronto's banged up, and I don't think Dylan Cease is a great starter. And I think Max Scherzer is going to struggle at some point this year because the league is going to figure him out in his old age. And I think it's the Yankees' time. I think there's more of a desire. This might sound crazy. I think there's more of a desire this season than last year coming off of losing to the Dodgers. It feels like there's more of a desire with this team. It feels like they want to win more. It feels like that they got last year. They lost to a division rival. They lost in brutal fashion, and they want to win. And we'll see. I want them to win more than anything. And I shouldn't be rooting. I want to see Aaron Judge have a ring in his prime. I don't want him to be Don Mattingly or Ted Williams or Barry Bonds, where he doesn't have a ring. Right now, we're at the point where he might retire without one. We don't know. He's got some time left. But wouldn't it be just easier to get it done this year? Win a championship for him? While he's dominant, he hit a bomb into the absolute ether before. It's time for Judge to win. Anyways, the Yankees, have done fantastic in spring training. It doesn't mean they're going to be this good in the regular season, but there's a lot to look at because spring training is almost as much about depth as it is about the actual games. So one of the things about their depth is how good like LeGrand has been, how good Elmer's been, how good Ben Hess has been, Harrison Cohen, who's pitching for Team Israel, he's been very, very good. And other guys have been really, really good this spring that if things start to go haywire, okay, let's dip down to the minors and pull this guy up. The Yankees haven't really had that. Right? If Trent Grisham's struggling, when Giancarlo Stanton goes on the IL, when this guy's hurt, when that guy's hurt, they could just dip into the minors. All right, here comes Jason, here comes Jones, here comes this guy. I don't think Lombard will be up this year, even though he hit one into the ether today off of Crochet. He had 2 hits off Crochet and looked really good. He's had an impressive spring, defensively and offensively, but I think he needs more time in the minors. I think he will start probably next season. I think he'll be at AAA at some point this year. But I don't know that. None of us do. But the Yankees have been very good. And they've been fairly healthy. And I think that's the trend. If they continue to be healthy this spring, they're going to be very good. And if they're going to be generally healthy in the season, the Yankees have a very good chance at being near. I don't think they're as good as the Dodgers. But anything can happen in a 7-game series. All you need is Judge and Stanton to dominate a 7-game series and Garrett Cole to pitch like Garrett Cole. And all of a sudden, they could be hoisting up that trophy, hopefully at Dodger Stadium. Because for all the years the Yankees have gotten eliminated at home, it's time to eliminate somebody else for a championship in their home. It's time. And I think the Yankees are set up for success. We'll see if it comes to fruition. They might need a bullpen arm at the deadline. And guess what? They have the prospects to get that bullpen arm. As Mark Teixeira, according to The Athletic, is running for U.S. House of Representatives and wins the GOP. It was a landslide victory. Good for Tex. He is running as a Republican, but I've always liked Mark Teixeira. Politics, but Mark Teixeira has always been. I guess he was a little. I can't say he's been a good guy, knowing some of the allegations, but he was a good Yankee. I'll say that he was a good. He helped to a World Series, so yeah. I'm gonna end it there because I want to continue watching Team USA and relax and get ready for the real WBC games this weekend. Yankees play tomorrow. Paul Blackburn will get the start against the Minnesota Twins in Tampa. And Friday, Cam Schlittler will make his spring debut against the Tampa Bay Rays in, I think, Port Charlotte. Or is it in Tampa? It's in one of the two. I think it's at Port Charlotte. But that's that. And then this weekend, they're Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I believe. It's Port Charlotte. Then it's West Palm Beach and Port St. Lucie. And then they're back in Tampa. So that's that. Have a nice day. Let's go Yankees. And let's hope no more injuries and keep the injury bug away. Have a nice night.